Alright guys, the idea today is to talk about the music of Antônio Carlos Jobim. The main characteristic of his music is the melody made of long, very well chosen notes. Sometimes these notes are extensions, very often they're colors to the chord. When I say colors, I mean fourth, sixth, or ninth. And sometimes they are chord tones. The rhythmic aspect is not so important because the rhythm is very just simple. The main rhythm of bossa nova is this. And then you have the notes in there. Tá fazendo ano e meio, amor, que o nosso lar desmoronou. Meu sabiá, meu violão e uma cruel desilusão foi tudo que ficou. Pra machucar meu coração. Tá fazendo ano e meio que o nosso lar desmoronou. Meu sabiá, meu violão e uma cruel desilusão foi tudo que ficou. Foi tudo que ficou. Ficou pra machucar meu coração. So this is an example of a Jobim tune, very characteristic of his. The notes are usually long, very drawn out, and the harmony always makes a cycle that is around the tonality. It is very often, you can find tunes that go all the way up to the fourth, as they call raise up to the fourth, and then fourth goes minor and goes back down to the one. It is not the case of this tune, but for example, a tune that does that, there's many. For example, Eu Sei Que Vou Te Amar. You have tonic. This diminished chord resembles 5 of 2 because it is actually an A7 based on the third and goes to the D minor. All right? And then 5 of 3 goes to 3. 3 goes dominant, as we call a backdoor cadence, when a dominant resolves up and then goes to the 4th degree, Lydian, F Lydian, and then F goes minor. And then you go back from F minor down to E minor. 3rd degree flat diminished, and then 2nd degree, and you're back on 1. And the melody goes, eu sei que vou te amar, por toda a minha vida eu vou te amar, e em cada despedida eu vou te amar, desesperadamente eu sei que vou te amar, em cada verso teu será pra te dizer que eu sei que vou te amar por toda a minha vida. Sorry about the noise, guys. I don't have a bad noise outside. But what's the analysis here? This is very, hello guys, hello Ramses from Greece. Which song you sing? I say, this is called Eu Sei Que Vou Te Amar. Emerson, if you're there, please write for them, Eu Sei Que Vou Te Amar. Hello, iMusic Academy, what's up, Bob? Master Explorer, what's up? Welcome, everybody. Today's topic is the music of Jobim. I'll share with you a story that this guy's music literally saved my life. Because for many years, I basically made my living off of playing his tunes. All the gigs that I played, about half of, or more than half of the tunes that I played were his tunes. So I studied his repertoire in depth. I actually purchased some of his records that were not just the most known tunes, but he has a quite a significant body of orchestral works and very experimental pieces where he is very much taken from nature as his main source of inspiration. So he writes to the instruments resembling the sound of animals from the what we call Mata Atlântica, or also from Amazonia. So you have these forests where there's a variety of animals, and he actually writes resembling the sound of these animals. He was known for actually being very knowledgeable about the earth, about the climate, about the we call flora. Flora is the life of nature, basically, all the network that comprehends the life of nature. And Jobim was very aware of it, very aware and very in touch with it. And in his music, you can tell that. But the music of his, the tunes that have become world famous are these bossa novas that were recorded by Stan Getz and other artists, Frank Sinatra as well. There's a bad noise coming from the outside. I apologize to you guys, but I'm just going to keep talking. So basically, we're going to look mainly at his bossas. As I said, he has other works that are not just bossa. We're going to look at his bossas. And what I was first talking about was that the rhythm is very simple. The rhythm of bossa nova is a 2-bar cycle that goes like this. I'm gonna sing it again. It's a very famous melody. Goes like this. Eu sei que vou te amar por toda a minha vida. Eu vou te amar em cada despedida. Eu vou te amar desesperadamente. Eu sei que vou te amar em cada verso. Teu será te dizer que eu sei que vou te amar por toda a minha vida. Eu sei que vou sofrer a eterna despedida de viver. Lararirirarararara, desesperadamente ao lado teu. Eu sei que vou sofrer a eterna desventura de viver, de viver ao lado teu por toda a minha vida. It's about like that, and this very much explains his use of harmony. It's very tonal, and it always does a cycle of going, excuse me, going from the first degree all the way up to the fourth degree. Fourth goes minor, and then comes back down. One of the few exceptions would be Desafinado and Girl from Ipanema. But I hardly recommend you guys out there learn some of the tunes from Jobim, because they're fairly easy to solo over because of the nature of the slow rhythm, and it invites you to, whenever you solo over this, you can actually choose a very it makes you want to play melodically. So as you learn the pieces from Jobim, it makes you want to just choose the notes with more care, more carefully, and stay, when you find the right note, to explore it, to listen to it, to let it ring out. This noise is just awful. I want to shoot that guy out there. Sorry guys for saying this. Paul Brass is here. Hello Paul. Wow, Robert Goldsmith from Las Vegas. Hey, all right. So I'm going to try to solo over one of his pieces and try to explain what's going on and how it is nicer to, instead of try to run arpeggios and scales, you just try to find the right notes and stick with them. How about we do a little Girl from Ipanema? So you got this going. goes like this. I can go ahead and tell you there's different ways to play the bossa nova. The most basic way is like this. But you can also go kind of more improvised figures. But one thing is constant, is the bass alternating between tonic and fifth. 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, each one she passes goes out. When she walks, she's like a samba that swings so cool and sways so gently that when she passes, each one she passes goes ooh, ooh. But I watch her so sadly. How can I tell that I love her? Yes, I would give my heart gladly. But each day when she walks to the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at me. Tall and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, it's what? And she doesn't see. Quer cantar? My son can sing the song, and he's right behind the camera here. All right, so if I was to solo over this, if you could write the chords, it would be helpful. I can't write them right now, but you can go to Google and just type in Girl from Ipanema PDF, and you're going to find the chords right there for you. So if I was to solo over this, maybe I'll just start with the ninth, as it is the main note of the melody. Again. But basically the idea is that you try to choose slow, long notes and you stick with them. Try to discover the beauty of each color. It's all about coloring a piece of paper, a canvas. That's what his music is all about, is like brushing, painting these just notes, notes in the end, they are colors because they're frequencies, right? So, all right, manda Javan Flor de Lis. If you could, all right, write the chords. Well, eu não vou tocar Djavan porque o título da live fala do Tom Jobim. Então, eu vou manter um Tom Jobim. How about another tune from Tom Jobim? This is a very nice one here. It's one of the most interesting chord progressions that he does. It starts on B major, but actually the bass is on the 7. Anytime the bass is on the 7, the dominant 7 usually resolves down to the 3rd of the chord, all right? And then this would be the 3rd of the 4th degree, E. And as the bass goes to G, it is like an E minor. And then you're back at 1 with the bass on the 5. And that is the sequence for pau, pedra, é o fim do caminho, é um resto de toco, é um pouco sozinho, é um caco de vidro. 2, 5, 1 to 4, é a vida, é o sol. But instead of going to the 4, he is playing here a 2nd degree major, 2nd degree dominant with the bass on the 3rd. So this is like a C sharp dominant. If you're arpeggiated, I always wondered what this chord was. I could never figure it out until one day it clicked to me that it is a dominant chord with the bass on the 3rd. So it is like a C sharp chord. And then after this chord, he finally resolves down to the 4th degree, which is where he was going with the 2, 5, 1. F sharp minor is the 2 of E. B dominant is the 5 of E. So the cadence is delayed by this chord. And you can actually hear the dominant quality in it. And then it goes to the E minor. And naturally, from the E minor, resolves down back to the major. So then, again, é pau, é pedra, é o fim do caminho, é um resto de toco, é um pouco sozinho, é um caco de vidro, é a vida, é o sol, é a noite, é a morte, é um laço, é um anzol, é peroba do campo, é o nó da madeira, cainga, candeia, é uma tita pereira, é madeira de vento, ombo da ribanceira, é um mistério profundo, eu queiro ou não queiro, é o vento ventando, é o fim da ladeira, é a viga, é o vão, festa da comieira, é a chuva chovendo, é conversa ribeira das águas de março, é o fim da canseira, é o estranho, é o chão, é a marcha estradeira, passarinho na mão, é grade atiradeira, é uma ave ao céu, uma ave ao chão, é um pedaço de pão, é um pedaço de pão, é o fundo do poço, é o fim do caminho, no rosto, desgosto, é um pouco sozinho, é um estrepe, é um prego, é uma conta, é um conto, é um pingo pingando, é uma conta, é um conto, é um peixe, é um gesto, é uma prata brilhando, é a luz da manhã, é o tijolo chegando, é a lenha, é o dia, é o fim da picada, garrafa de cano, estilhaço na estrada, o projeto da casa, é o corpo na cama, é o carro enguiçado, é a lama, é um passo, é uma ponte, é o sapo, é uma rã, é um resto de mato, na luz da manhã são as águas de março, fechando o verão, a promessa de vida no teu coração, and so on. But this is a very, very beautiful harmony here, that he's always simply going from the tonic to the dominant to the 4th degree, which is E. But in one of the times, he actually, or in the beginning of the song, he leads to that 3rd degree by the bass being on the 7 and then resolving to the 3rd of the 3rd degree, of the 4th degree. The 4th degree is E major, and then the 4th degree inverted is right here with the bass on the 3rd. Don't mind, I have a 7-string guitar. So in order for you to be able to start talking about Jobim, you have to know harmony. The main things, the 2 main pillars of his music are harmony and melody. The rhythm is not that important. There's nothing too interesting. I'm not saying that it's not beautiful, but it's an easy rhythm. But you have to know your harmonized scales in order to talk about the music of Jobim. So the harmonized scale of B, you have to just know this formula. 1, 2, 3, 4 is Lydian, 5 Mixolydian, 6 Aeolian, 7 is Locrian. And why do I say that you have to know this? Because when I say go dominant to the 4, I'm talking about a B dominant, and the 4 is E. Then when I say 4 minor, then it means E minor. And when I say 4 minor with the bass on the third, who is the minor third of E? And you have to know how to find that. So for us to be able to talk here, you have to know these basic things about harmony. So a minor guy is this guy right here. So if you analyze it from the point of view of being an E, you have the tonic right here, the fifth, the third on the bass, and the major 6 over here on a top note, like a melody. So it's all about, he's really a wizard of colors. His music is very well, carefully crafted, so as to make the colors make the most sense. Like in this voice leading right here. That's just so JOBIM-ish, because you have this voice leading going, and then here, and here, and on top. So that is just so beautiful. And that's why it's important to study the music of JOBIM, because you become a good voice leader, you become a good arranger, you become a better composer. It is very well crafted, and if you pay attention to the craftsmanship, it's a good word. If you pay attention to that, it's just going to make you a better musician. Let's look at another tune here. How about, can anybody name a tune? I probably know it because I know a bunch of JOBIM tunes. Let's look at Tristeza. Triste. It goes Bossa Nova. And you have that parallel borrowing from, this is in Portuguese, it's called empréstimo modal. I don't know how to say it in English, but empréstimo modal is when you borrow a chord from the parallel minor key. So if I'm in A major, I borrow any chord from the parallel minor, and they're gonna sound good. So the parallel minor, what are the chords? I consider this guy Aeolian, because that's the first of the minors. So again, this is why you have to know your harmonized scales. First degree, second degree from the minor is the Locrian. Third degree, I have C Ionian, and so everything is from the C major, right? So D minor, E minor, and then finally the F major Lydian. And that's what JOBIM just used. He goes, deixa viver na solidão, na dor cruel de uma paixão. Triste é saber que ninguém pode viver de ilusão, que nunca vai ser, nunca vai dar. O sonhador tem que acordar. Então, tua beleza é um avião, demais pro pobre coração, que para pra te ver passar, só pra me maltratar. No strings. Deixa viver na solidão. Solo. Try to explore the colors. Improvise JOBIM style, just choosing few notes and staying on them. Ah. And this is challenging, very challenging for me. And you should take this challenge. I learned this from one of the greatest Brazilian mentors, music mentors nowadays. His name is Sandro Reich. And he has a method called ouvir, cantar e tocar. It means listen, but when he says listen, he means your inside ear, whatever you create in there. And if you don't create anything, then choose silence. It's a very wise choice in music. Choose silence if you don't know what to do. Then, which is not what I did here. So listen, sing it so you can reproduce it, and then you play it. So if I try to, that's going to be hard over this tune, but if I try to listen and to my internal ear and then sing it back, how can I sing over this tristeza? Or triste? It would be I'm actually hearing the melody. It's too hard for me. Yeah, Sandro Reich. Triste. Pediram um barquinho aqui. Barquinho é do Roberto Menescal, mas também é uma música muito parecida. It's a very similar tune to JOBIM. O barquinho é... That would be... Oh no, actually I'm singing another tune here. This is this is Summer Samba. O barquinho, como é que é o barquinho mesmo? Can somebody sing to me? O barquinho é aí achei. This is barquinho. Yeah, E flat. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't practice this. First time I hear barquinho with 7 strings. Yeah, that is samba de verão, yeah. At least I found barquinho. Well, the thing is, I'm trying to improvise in a way that I'm not just letting my fingers run, and that's challenging because a lot of times you just program your brain to look at the guitar and I can see these scales and arpeggios, and I could just, go. But that's not what I'm trying to do here. What I'm trying to do is be like JOBIM, which is to discover a melody and follow that line. That's the ultimate challenge here. And that's a very interesting challenge because some people think that all it takes to learn how to improvise is just know your scales, know your arpeggios, practice that stuff. But people forget to actually sometimes encourage their students to maybe parallel to the process of learning your scales and arpeggios, learn how to listen to your internal ear and actually create a melody. And that is even more challenging. That's above the level of knowing the scales, is to truly compose, truly be yourself an instrument to the entity of music. That is the ultimate improvisation. And that means you have to totally let go of your ego because you're no longer trying to impress anybody. You're just trying to find music. So it's easy to impress somebody by going whatever. But I'm trying to find a melody here. There. Yeah. See, this is memorized shit. That's what I'm trying to avoid here. All right. Um abraço do Brasil. Parabéns. Valeu. All right. I have to, just 1 second. All right, guys, sorry about that. I just had to solve a little problem. Okay, thank you. Hard Alexandre Cristiani, thank you, guys. All right, so basically what I'm saying here, let's go for another tune this time, okay? I'm sorry for not quite doing a genius job there on improvising over that tune. Okay, how about we do Wave? Wave is a good one, right? Everybody knows that tune. So Wave, you got this. Sorry, guys. Did you play the melody in fourths? Not in fourths, no. I did the melody on the diminished chord in sixes, like this. Right? Or can be done also here. Yeah. You got essentially sixes are the same thing as thirds, but they are inverted, right? It's like a third, but you take the third an octave below and you find a sixth. Okay, Okay, guys, thanks for coming back. We got our audience back. Well, maybe I'll just play again. But the idea here is to try to find a melody and follow that guide tone. Let's do a guide tone here, practicing. Starting on the 5th of D. For going up, yeah. Tone over the bridge, starting on the 11th. Oh, actually, yeah. Now let's do a motif, something like this. Yeah, just that. So the bridge, can you play the voicings of chords of bridge, D minor and G? The bridge is G minor, C7, F. The intro. Oh, okay, you mean this? Something like that, right? Yeah, you mean play over the chords? Well, the chords are these. Or you can do. Another way of doing this is like I was just doing. The G sus or F bass on G is like a D minor. That's one of my diminished licks that I like to use. When you get to the diminished lick here, you go to the tonic of the diminished and play a triad using that as the 5th. So you have this, right? So you got, and then you go down and play another triad having that next note as the tonic of the triad. So you got this. Or you can play like that. I like to use a flat 9 here. And then you take the same voicing, the same sequence, and take a minor 3rd down because the diminished is stacked minor 3rd. So you got, right? Next would be here. And then next, yeah, that sounds cool, huh? Like very cool diminished lick. So G for bass without the root note at intro. G for bass without the root note. Yeah, I'm doing the G for the bass without the root, exactly. That's what is the original recording, I think, actually. scale, so I'll go. Here. This is something I've been studying, guys, that I'm going to share with you right now here. Is playing altered scale in fourths. So whenever you have a 2-5-1, like in the beginning of this tune, you got the A minor. Right, so you got the A minor, you play whatever. And then when I get to the D dominant, I'm going to use the altered scale. But I want to play it in fourths. So in fourths, it is divided as such. Guy would be here. Yeah. So this is something I've been trying to practice, so I can try to put this together in the 2-5-1 again. The voicings are. If you want to get this slower, you can go back and watch the video later. The video is going to stay up on my channel. So here. Right? Oh, there it is. So if I put this on the 2-5-1, I'm going to play 2-5-1. 2, 5, 1. Yeah, I can explain the altered scale. So again, 2, 5. There it is. The altered scale is the 7th mode of the melodic minor scale, and it gives you these notes: tonic, flat 9, sharp 9, major 3rd, sharp 11, sharp 5, and minor 7. All this, guys, you see that there's a link going on there, Brazilian guitar course. All this is explained in this course, all right? This course has been going on for a very low price right now. It used to be sold for, I think, $120, and it's going for, I think, $80 or something right now. So that is something that you guys all can get to know. And I explained all the rhythms, baião, the rhythm of all the samba claves, the rhythm of partido alto, and of course a lot of harmony in depth. You have the harmonized scales, natural, melodic minor, from where you have the altered scale, the harmonic minor, harmonic major, all the functions of dominant chords. So yeah, guys, we have come to an end here of this live. I definitely appreciate you guys being here. Get to know this. Take a look at the course there, guitar course, Brazilian Secrets of Brazilian Guitar course. And basically, I would like to invite you guys tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to be doing a live on hybrid technique, just an open live on the hybrid technique for the right hand, for speed playing, for you to be able to play faster scales and such. Yes, and the Secrets of Brazilian Guitar has a section on it. It has 12 hours of recorded lessons, and at the end, you actually have 12 tunes to learn arrangements for fingerstyle. So, thank you guys for being here. Join me tonight again at 8 p.m. right here on my channel, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, for the live of the hybrid technique. And that's it, guys. I'll be seeing you every Friday at the same time here, at this same time here on my channel, all right? And I will kindly invite you guys to follow this channel. If you'd like to support my work, I'm very thankful. That's a way to say thank you. In case you enjoyed this lesson, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys next week. Thank you very much. Till next time. Bye-bye.